Timo Meier is a New Jersey Devil. Hey guys, welcome back to another video of the Tundra Cast. As always, we usually do videos for big trades, and there's two that happened last night. We didn't get to it because one of them happened at 12 a.m. Eastern, which was insane. And the other one, which is the one we're going to talk about right now, is Timo Meier going to the New Jersey Devils because the return came out like 5 hours after the tweet came out. So around 1 or 2 p.m. my time, it was tweeted out by Ellie Friedman and Pierre LeBrun, Timo Meier to New Jersey. And obviously Timo Meier is an elite two-way power forward. Already has 31 goals this year in 57 games, nearly point per game. Last year he had 76 points in 77 games. He is just a beast, and he's gonna fit well in that top 6 in New Jersey. And I mean, yeah, he's gonna be an RFA. I think his qualifying offer is around 10 million, but I'm pretty sure New Jersey can figure out to fit him in under the salary cap. Maybe give him an 8.5 by 8. But yeah, the biggest fish, or one of the biggest pieces on the trade board, is now off the table. So going to New Jersey, besides Timo Meier, and there's a lot. EA actually made a joke tweet saying New Jersey and San Jose added pieces like you would do in an NHL 23 trade to make it go through, and exactly that's what they did here. So going also back to New Jersey is Santeri Hakanpää. I mean, I don't think he's anything special. Maybe he can fill out to be a third pair defenseman. I don't think so. He only played 9 NHL games, and they're all last season, so hasn't really played this year. But Hatakataka. Also, Scott Harrington, a prospect in the ECHL named Timur Ibragimov. I'm pretty sure that's just for the contract spot. But Zachary Edmond as well. Where is he? Here he is. And a 5th round pick in 2024. So, yeah, just a bunch of pieces to make some cap work. I have no idea. But that's what's going to New Jersey. And what New Jersey is sending back is a 1st round pick, a conditional 2024 first. I don't really know the conditions on that. But, I mean, for the sake of making this trade go through, because we have to make it go through, right? I'm going to assume that that condition is going to be met. I think it's about playoff games if he plays in 50% of the playoff games. Fabian Zetterlund, who's having a good year for the New Jersey Devils. He's a rookie in 45 games this year. Has 20 points. I think he's been in the middle 6. I'm not too sure. But, you know, San Jose's getting a good piece back there. Shakir Mukulamadouin, who's not in the game, but he said to have around top 4 potential. I know Mukulamadouin a lot, so do a lot of guys on the podcast. I don't think he's that great. So let's just say, put for the sake of the argument, his value is equal to let's say equal to this guy. Whoever this Violent guy is, let's say he's pretty similar to him. I think low top 4 makes sense. And for the contract spot, Andreas Janssen, for some reason, the 82 overall, and for some reason it fell off in New Jersey. He was a pretty good player in Toronto, but he's also going back the other way. And, yes, and Nikita Okhotyuk. I think a 72 overall is pretty low for him. He's played some games this year, 10 games in the NHL, 1 goal. I think he'll amount to something maybe as a low-end second pair guy, but he as well is going back to San Jose. I don't think we can fit him in. We cannot. So, yeah, San Jose, New Jersey would have too many goalies. Well, time to do some cap gymnastics. So now New Jersey would be over the maximum salary. Oh yeah, sorry, I forgot to retain 50% on Meier. It says retaining 50%. I don't think this is gonna go through, but we'll see. This should work cap-wise. Yep, it is league improved. Does this go through? And it does. Wow. Another thing I'm shocked though. Dawson Mercer, Alex Holtz weren't in the deal, which is absolutely that's just bonkers to me. And now here's how Timo Meier will look like, or should look like, in a New Jersey Devils uniform. The game face actually really isn't too far off from how he looks. Let's see it. It's half decent, I guess. And he's gonna be wearing number 96. Pretty nice number. And here's how the lines would look like, or potentially look like, for the New Jersey Devils. Tomas Tatar, Nico Hischier, and Timo Meier on a line together. I mean, obviously Timo and Hischier both Swiss players, probably I would assume have played together at some point in their careers. That's going to be a nice connection. Obviously, Jesper Bratt, Jack Hughes, Igor Sharangovich, Andre Palat's on their fourth line. We've already talked about Dawson Mercer now. Surprisingly, he wasn't in this deal. You also got Eric Halla and a gritty fourth line and Miles Wood, Michael McLeod, and Nate Bastian. Your D-core is untouched, very solid D-core. And obviously in net, you got the 10 of Vanacek and Blackwood. This is a hell of a trade for New Jersey. And now we'll talk about trade number 2, which shocked everybody. And the second trade was kind of a shocking one. Tanner Jeannot to the Tampa Bay Lightning for Cal Foote and 5 draft picks. Now, people are saying Nashville got fleeced here, and while Tampa got fleeced here, and while I do agree Nashville won, I don't think it's as bad as people made it out to seem. So what Tampa acquired first is Tanner Jeannot. Now, in Tanner Jeannot's case, he had a 24-goal season last year. If I can find him, Tanner Jeannot, there he is, Tanner Jeannot. Oh, look at that trade value, $800K. He's gonna be an RFA, and that's key for Tampa. And obviously, the cap is very, very low. But Tanner Jeannot had 24 goals last year as a rookie. This year, it's very fallen off, 14 points in 56 games. But, you know, if he can rediscover that scoring touch he had with Tampa Bay, he could be a 30, 35 goal scorer who could frickin' fight. He had 130 penalty minutes last year. This guy's a tank, and he's young, right? And he's cost controlled. It's a very much of a Tampa Bay move. So, like I was saying, here they give up Cal Foote, who, in my opinion, is here just for the cap, right? He makes 50K more than Tanner Jeannot. I think he's here for cap reasons and for us to give, you know, Cal Foote an opportunity. You know, he wasn't really playing a lot in Tampa. And also a first, this is massive, man. A first in 2025, I believe. I just need to make sure. Yeah, a first in 2025, which is top 10 protected. I still think Tampa Bay should be a good team by then. They also get a second in 2024, and a third, fourth, and a fifth this draft. They don't pick until round 6. There's already so much to trade. I can't add the fifth. I mean, the fifth's not going to even matter. So before this goes through, which it absolutely will, you know, one thing, like I said, I think Foote is here to make the cap work, so, you know, I don't really count him as a major piece in this deal. And a 5th and a 4th round pick is whatever, right? So, to me, I think Tampa only really traded a 1st, a 2nd, and a 3rd round pick. Is the 2nd and 3rd round pick for Tanner Jeannot fair value? Honestly, I think it is. The 1st makes it look like an overpay, but Tampa's done these moves so many times in the past. I trust what Julian Breezeball is doing. He did it with Nick Paul, Brandon Hagel, Barclay Goodrow, and Blake Coleman, and it worked out. I'm not doubting him. I'm not doubting the man. Alright, if he sees something in Jeannot and thinks he can get back to that potential and maybe, you know, be better than he was last year, I trust him. And no, I'm not saying that Tampa won the deal. I do think Nashville did. But to the people that say Tampa got absolutely fleeced here, I don't think so. But in NHL 23, yeah, no brainer for us here in Nashville. David Poile and Barry Trotz doing God's work. And also about Nashville, right? Matthias Ekholm might be traded. You know, there's rumors of Edmonton being linked to him, right? You know, Dante Fabro is someone that could get traded. Does Marcus Graham, does Mikael Granlund become available? It's gonna be a very interesting deadline for the Nashville Predators. Now, this is what potentially the lineup could look for in Tampa Bay. Hagel's having a hell of a year. You got Braden Point, Nikita Kucherov, that's amazing. Steven Stamkos, Anthony Cirelli, and Alex Cora, that's solid. Nick Paul, Ross Colton, and Tanner Jeannot, that's a feisty third line that's gonna run you over, fight you, probably score a lot too. You got Corey Perry, Vlad Nemestikov, and Patrick Maroon. Obviously, defensively, Victor Hedman, Eric Chernak, Ian Cole, Mikhail Sergachev, Hayden Fleury, and it says Zach Bogosian here, but it should be someone like Nick Perbex, who's been great there. And of course, in the net, Vasilevsky. Anyways, guys, that will do for today's video. There's also another trade involving Sam Lafferty and Jake McCabe going to Toronto. The Leaf fans will cover that one tonight. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. And this Friday will sure be fun.